Explore your knowledge with the Botnica.
So our new topic is monophyletic versus polyphyletic origin of angiosperm. So this topic is related to origin of angiosperm. So let's start. What is the monophyletic origin of angiosperm? The monophyletic origin of angiosperm is widely accepted hypothesis in evolutionary biology. It suggested that all the plants, that is angiosperm, share a single common ancestors. This hypothesis is group supported by various lines of evidences, including molecular data, fossil record, and morphological studies. So, in the simple words, monophyletic origin of angiosperm means that all the angiosperm are evolved from the common ancestor. In the presence, the diversifying angiospermic species are evolved from the single ancestors. They have the single genetic material and single genome. Mono means single and phyletic means genetics. If the these words indicate that the similar genetics are take place when the particular species are evolved from the common ancestors. So the simple meaning of the monophyletic origin of angiosperm, it means that all the angiosperm or a flowering plant evolved from the common ancestor. This hypothesis or this theory supported by the various types or kind of evidences, it including molecular data, fossil records, and morphological studies. Now we will see that what about this element about these evidences. So evidences supporting the monophyletic origin of the angiosperm. So first evidence is that the unique morphological features or shared derived traits. Angiosperm possesses a unique set of characters that not found in any other seed plant. These unique morphological or shared derived traits are: first one is the flowers, specialized reproductive structure that attract the pollinators and facilitate double fertilization. As we know that the reproductive organ of the plant is a flower. So to attract the different kinds of the pollinating agent, there is a presence of various kind of bright color in this angiospermic plant flower, and also it is provided with nectar and different kind of scents to attract the various pollinators. Suppose to be example, in a the bat pollinating flower, the flower is large and white colored, with good perfume and scent, and also the flowers with pollinating with the flowers. So in this flower, corolla tube are very elongated, and also there is a platform for the landing of this pollinating agent. So these are the unique features developed only in a angiospermic plant, not in other seed bearing plants. So next is a fruit. Mature ovaries that protect and disperse seeds. So in a angiosperm, there is a presence of the unique fruit characters, various kind of shape of the fruit, just like a berry and other fruits that attract the animal, and its help in a seed dispersal, and also it contains the mature ovary that protects the dispersed seed. Third one is a double fertilization, a unique process resulting in both a diploid zygote and triploid endosperm. So this unique process of the double fertilization only take place in a angiospermic plant, not in other seed plants. So the double fertilization, result of the double fertilization is a diploid zygote and triploid endosperm. When the double fertilization take place in a angiospermic plant, so there is a development of diploid zygote and triploid endosperm, and finally the fruit formation take place. So third one is related to the transportation system. So vessel elements, specialized water conducting cell in the xylem. So xylem and the phloem are two elements or the two components that responsible for the water conduction in the any plant. But in case of angiospermic xylem, there is a presence of specialized element, that is the vessels. This vessel element only present in the xylem of angiospermic plants. So these are the unique character of the angiosperm. Next is the sieve tube element. It is a element of a phloem. Phloem is a water conducting tissue, and it contains different kinds of the elements. But in case of the angiospermic phloem tissue, there is a presence of sieve tube element. These are the specialized function which help in the sugar conduct. It is a sugar conducting cell. And third is the mono aperture pollen. So in the angiosperm, the pollen shape is a diversifying. It contains exine, intine, and also there is on the exine there is a presence of the spine for the anchoring on the pollen tube. So it pollen with the single aperture. There is a presence of only single aperture. Next evidence is a molecular phylogenetic analysis. It is a genetic studies. Studies of the DNA sequence from the various genes across the different angiosperm lineages consistently supported a monophyletic origin. When the botanist or the scientist studies the DNA sequences of various kind of angiosperm, it indicates or it tells that the angiosperm evolved from the common ancestor. So also the genetic studies support the monophyletic origin of the angiosperm. This analysis reveal a clear pattern of nested relationship in between the angiosperms, indicate a single evolutionary lineage. What is the different method to analyze the molecular to analyze the genetic patterns? So there is a creation of a phylogenetic tree which explain the proper evolutionary pattern of particular organism. When the scientists study the fossil angiosperm also, it indicate that the common evolution or origin of the angiosperm, they evolved from the common ancestor. Final one is the fossil records. While the fossil record of early angiosperm is incomplete, so because of lack of source and lack of machineries tools, the fossil record of early angiosperm is incomplete. The available fossils support a monophyletic origin. In the field of paleobotany, when the scientist or botanist study about the fossil record of the angiospermic plants, it supported the monophyletic origin. It says that all the ancestors share the common characters or common ancestors. The earliest known angiosperm fossil dating back to the early Cretaceous period. The first fossil of the angiosperm is found in a Cretaceous period. Cretaceous Archaeopteryx. These are the name of the first fossil of the angiosperm that is found in a Cretaceous period. Exhibit a combination of primitive and derived traits, suggested a gradual evolutionary transition from an ancestral gymnosperm like the plant. These fossil records also support the evidence of the origin of the monophyletic origin of the angiosperm. So next hypothesis is a polyphyletic origin of the angiosperm. So what is about the polyphyletic origin of the angiosperm? So polyphyletic origin of a angiosperm is the hypothesis, or we can say the theory, or it is one of the guess that scientists consider for the angiosperm origin. It suggested that the flowering plant did not evolve from the single common ancestor. It is opposed to the theory of monophyletic origin of angiosperm, it is stated that the angiosperm not evolved from the single ancestor. Instead, it proposed that they arose independently. They are not arising from the common ancestor. They are arose independently from multiple different ancestral lineage of the seed plant. So this theory said that the angiosperm arose from the different independently from multiple different ancestral lineage of the seed plant. Some theories said that net origin of angiosperm is related to nettles plants, and some theories says that the angiosperm origin is the benitels from the benitels. So there are some evidences that support the polyphyletic origin of the angiosperm. So look at here. First evidence that support the polyphyletic hypothesis or polyphyletic origin of the angiosperm is the multiple origin. This theory posits that the various groups within the angiosperm such as monocot, dicot evolve separately from the distinct lineage of the gymnosperm or other seed plants. So as we know that the angiospermic plants are monocots and dicots, then this theory said that these monocots or these dicots are evolved separately from the gymnosperms or the other seed plants. So second is convergent evolution. It suggested that the shared characters of the angiosperm such as flower, fruit and double fertilization evolved independently in a different lineage through the convergent evolution. This means that the similar traits arose multiple times due to the similar environmental pressure or the selective forces. So these are the unique features of the angiosperm, that is a flower, fruit, double fertilization. These all the features evolved independently according to the in a different time period according to the environmental pressures. So according to environmental pressures, these features develop independently in a different period. So this is about the convergent evolution. Next is the fossil evidences. Some paleobotanists have pointed to certain fossil discoveries as a potential evidence for the polyphyletic origin, suggesting that some early angiosperm-like plant might not fit neatly into the single evolutionary lineage. There is a minor group of the fossil evidences that supported the polyphyletic hypothesis. So what we conclude from these two origin hypotheses, it says that it concluded that the monophyletic origin of the angiosperm is supported with the more evidences, that is um, genetic evidences and also fossil evidences and also the unique morphological characteristic in angiosperm that not located in other seed bearing plant. So this monophyletic origin of monophyletic hypothesis is widely accepted by the different scientists, and it is dominant over the polyphyletic hypothesis. It suppresses the polyphyletic hypothesis. So this topic of the monophyletic versus polyphyletic origin of angiosperm is ended. Thank you.